So we've been seeing a lot of the SuperPatch stuff lately, and so today I just want to kind of dive into that for the interview. And
Okay.
so my first question is, what is SuperPatch?
The SuperPatch is, I find, to be very fascinating. It's designed with the idea that our brains are like computer systems. Our brains process data, they read signals, and they can get these signals from multiple places throughout our body. The signals can come from kind of enzymes or hormones. They can be tactile signals that we get from our skin. And the SuperPatch uses that premise. It has, the founder has designed these patches to be tactile stimulation that your brain reads through your skin. And the genius part of it is that they have designed different patches as different patterns. So the pattern that your brain reads from the different patches creates a specific signal to have the desired response. And they've created 15 different patches thus far to create different positive signals coming from our brain to have a positive output. And so, I mean, you get the benefit of that signal without any medications, without any side effects. And so it's just a constant feedback loop. So you typically wear the patch for 24 hours. The brain reads that signal and produces the desired output based on the pattern that it's reading through your skin.
So no medicine, no drug, it's just your body reads a signal from
Exactly,
the pattern?
exactly.
Okay.
So, I mean, again, kind of the brain is
A sensor?
a sensor, yeah. So it is sensing that specific pattern through your skin, and based on what that pattern is, you get that positive output. So yes, no medication, so there's no side effects, unless, I mean, there's a few people that may have some adhesive sensitivity for the patch, but beyond that, I mean, it's not like taking a pain medication and having the side effect of being, sick to your stomach or vomiting or drowsy or dizzy, those types of things, or constipated. So I mean, there's none of those side effects from the patch that you would get from the medications.
Okay, that sounds pretty nice. So is it similar to like a compression sleeve or KT tape in a way? Or is that like totally different?
I would say that is different. I mean, when you're wearing a compression sleeve or kind of taped, you're actually supporting that specific group of muscles or tendons, which is helpful for an activity. But it's very isolated to that specific area that you are compressing or taping. Whereas the SuperPatch, you can put it pretty much anywhere on your body as long as it is kind of flush with your skin, that it's not going to be kind of, if you've got a hairy area, so you don't want the area to be disturbed by a lot of hair, or a scab, or something that could interfere with the signal of the patch into the skin. But when you can place the majority of the different patches can go anywhere on the body, and you get the brain signal regardless of where the patch is.
I was going to say, I've seen some people comment that you should only put them on your forearm, but other people say that you need to kind of put it next to the area you're kind of desiring to target.
Right, so that's more specific for the pain patch in my understanding. So if you're wearing the pain patch, or I believe that's called the Freedom Patch, you want that patch to be close to the area of pain that you're targeting, and kind of in between. So if like you're you're hurting in your low back, you want to kind of put it above that area just a little bit so that it's kind of in between the area of pain and your brain. But for the other patches, I mean, you can wear them on your forearm, your upper arm, across your chest, your back, and you can wear them on your neck. So basically, any place that isn't going to be affected. Like I said, if you put it on a joint, if you bend that joint, then that's going to cause stress on the patch, and it's not going to adhere well. So you may lose that connection. That's kind of my understanding as far as, where you want to place the patches.
So which super patch do you think is used the most, and which one has the most benefits, reported benefits?
From what I've seen so far, the Liberty patch seems to be the most utilized in general. That's the patch that we do the balance test with. That patch is a general well-being patch. It helps with balance and stability. It decreases inflammation in your body. It helps with muscle recovery. It has the benefit of kind of neurological homeostasis, so just kind of balancing your nervous system, kind of keeping you at a steady kind of neurological place, and I think that's kind of where the balance and stability comes in with that homeostasis. I've seen numerous videos of improvement in balance, decreasing in kind of tremors for people that have tremors. I had a nurse that I work with kind of reported to me that when she was first introduced to the SuperPatch, she was at a woman's retreat, and there was an elderly lady that was walking around. This was on like day 2 or 3 of the retreat, and she was using her cane and was commenting that she didn't know if she would be able to stay for the remainder of the retreat because she was becoming so fatigued and unstable. And there was another woman there that, asked her, she's like, hey, I have something that I think might help. Let me, show you this Liberty patch. She put the Liberty patch on her, and the nurse reported that she saw that lady for the remainder of the retreat walking around without even using her cane. So she had, increased balance, increased stamina, and that neurohomeostasis was I'd say definitely achieved with her. So for me personally, I've used the Liberty patch, and what I have found is a significant improvement in my skin itches. I have a lot of itching on my skin, especially at nighttime, and if I start scratching, it intensifies and becomes significantly worse. When Donna did the balance test on me, I was impressed. I thought it was pretty neat. And I kept the patch on for the rest of the day, went to bed with it that night with, having no expectations whatsoever. I mean, I really kind of forgot that I was wearing it. And when I woke up the next morning, I realized that I had gone to bed the night before without the itching on my legs or anywhere else on my body that I typically have to battle every night before I go to sleep. And I was very curious, and I thought, and I actually wore the patch for about 36 hours. And the next night, the same thing. I mean, I went to bed, I had absolutely no itching on my legs or anywhere on my body, which hasn't happened in years. And the only thing different was the Liberty patch. And I don't wear it every day. I probably wear a patch every 3 or 4 days. And usually about, day 3 or 4, I kind of get that itching coming back. I'll put a patch on and it will be eliminated for another 3 or 4 days.
That's awesome.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
I was going to say, that's the one that I've seen the most on social media too. I'll see a lady go up to this big jacked guy in the gym and do the balance test, and they're always shocked, and So yeah, I believe it works.
What's funny is because they're shocked that they can be knocked off balance before the patch.
Yeah.
Because they're, typically it's like this tiny little lady, and this, you're right, they're super jacked, and they're like, there's no way this woman's going to be able to push me over, and she does. Yeah. If you guys are interested in the SuperPatch, you can stop by the shop at any time. We'll happy to do the balance test on you. And we'll put a link below this video with our website. If you're interested in purchasing them, you can link to the website below and order your own. Or we'll even can sell individual patches, or typically if you order a pack, it's going to be a 30-day supply. If you want to try it out, we could do a 10-day supply, or just purchase a couple of patches individually and give them a try.
Yeah. All right, that's all I have today. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for your time, Haley.
Yeah.
And we'll be back next week with another video.